Hey there folks, it's David Rush back with another Guinness World Records attempt, the very first since I got bounced from America's Got Talent. I was this close to getting Jonathan Hollywood Hannon on the show for some Kiwi slicing, but the record attempt I just broke on America's Got Talent that was validated by Guinness was for the most t-shirts worn and torn in 1 minute. Here's the certificate right here. I was wearing 30 t-shirts, I ripped 2 at a time, ended up with 29 t-shirts validated, worn, and torn in 1 minute. I was going up against Terry Crews, who was a great sport, awesome host, loved to see him out there. He volunteered to compete against me head-to-head on America's Got Talent. He put on 30 t-shirts. I'm wearing 30 t-shirts. Here we are backstage, getting ready for the attempt. He had never practiced this before. And then we were going head-to-head live in front of the audience in Pasadena, California. And then what happened is I ripped 2 t-shirts at once, just a little bit at the top, separated it and continued on. Guinness decided since I'd started that second t-shirt with the t-shirt previous, they were going to disqualify it. However, Terry Crews only did 22 rips before he got down to his muscular system, meaning he ripped 2 t-shirts 8 times during that segment. So in 60 seconds, he ripped 19 t-shirts. I got 29, which is not surprising. Even though he's muscular and ripped, he did not have a growth mindset. He didn't practice with grit. He didn't have a deliberate practice. And then I got a yes from Simon Cowell. Super excited about that. Howie said no. And then Heidi said yes, and it comes down to Sophia Vergara, and I'm like, what are you going to do next? What are you going to do in the show next? And this is where I flubbed my answers. I offered balloon popping and juggling, slicing apples. This is the very first day of filming on America's Got Talent, March 2nd for this season. And she was new to the whole process, and it's like, how does this work? I'm trying to, you need to put me through to the next round. Simon Cowell's like, try something a little bit more dangerous here. So I'm like, well, what about the balancing a lawnmower in my chin? He's like, oh yeah, we're getting there. And then finally, Terry Crews, it wasn't shown on the film, but he comes out, he says, Fruit Ninja, remember the Fruit Ninja? I'm like, oh yes! How about the most Kiwis sliced in 1 minute while standing atop a Swiss ball? That's the exercise ball at the gym. It comes down to Sophia Vergara's, I don't like kiwi. 2 yeses, 2 nos, not good enough to go through. But this here is what you would have seen me slicing Kiwis while standing atop a rollerboard. This is what it looks like. This is a record that Jonathan Hollywood Hannon we've set. It's been approved by Guinness. So I take this samurai sword, stand atop the rollerboard or the Swiss ball, and slice Kiwis out of the air. We'd have loved to do this on America's Got Talent. Missed the opportunity, so you can check it out here now. Exclusive content. How you feeling, Jonathan?
I'm texting Sophia at the moment.
Did you pay her off to not put you on the show? Because you are my
Kiwi wanted. She needs me on her show.
When did you meet her in?
What's Modern Family?
I believe it's a TV show.
Never seen it.
Me either. If only I knew what fruits you liked on that show, I might have made it through the next round.
I have to say that your performance greatly exceeded my expectations.
I'm glad to hear that. I had pretty low expectations for this.
And for a boy who grew up in Boise, Idaho, to make it to the big time is something quite.
At least I didn't get the 4 X's right off the bat. No X's.
You got half the X's.
I didn't even get X's. It was just like Howie's like, I'm more into comedy, entertainment. The suspense of a Guinness World Record didn't capture Howie.
You've given hope to millions upon millions of small, potato-fed Idaho children who someday will aspire to be like you and make it on the TV in front of 10 million people. 20 million people if I'd have been on, but 10 million people nevertheless. Mm-hmm. And that's an accomplishment that I can't ever comprehend the magnitude of.
You know what it came down to? They didn't show this, but it came down to what are you going to do next? And this is the question that I bungled at the end. It really cost me a shot at the next round. It's like, why did you do this record, and what are you going to do next? And the reason I should have said why I'm going to do this record is because every kid in America has a t-shirt. And they could imagine ripping off that t-shirt to break a Guinness World Records themselves. And Howie said, you sound like an inspirational speaker. And I think he meant it as an insult, but I took it as a compliment because I'm trying to be an inspirational speaker. And every kid in America, I want to believe that they can do more than they think is possible. And if they've got a t-shirt, they can rip it off. But if I stand on top of Swiss ball and I start slicing Kiwis out of the air left and right more than 1 a second, the kids are going to believe I could never do that. But here's what I want to say. You can do anything. If you set your mind to a goal, believe in yourself, and pursue it with a passion, you can accomplish virtually anything. And I want you to believe that. And where did I?
I'm pretty sure the segment will be edited.
This is going to require some editing, I think.
You have no idea what I just said on camera.
I don't, but I'll figure it out later.
I bet you will.
So I want every kid in America to believe that. And I just wrote a book, Breaking Records, 21 lessons from 21 world record attempts that talk about the things I've done to develop a growth mindset, to believe that I can get better at anything. And I talk about the first 21 world records I broke, and I hone in on each chapter on a specific skill set that I learned, like developing grit, working hard on a specific skill for years, not just with intensity or passion, but after failure and after you want to give up, you keep moving on, and then deliberate practice and the role that it plays in getting immediate feedback, working on a specific skill so that you can improve. And then this idea that you can literally rewire your brain. If you have thought processes or things that are holding you back, if you want to change those about yourself, you can if you believe it and you work hard. This book is available on Amazon today in paperback or Kindle. Go ahead and take it, order it, or if you want to reach out to me directly, I will ship you a signed copy. And if you reach out to me directly and request Jonathan's signature as well, we will both sign it for you. Signing off here from Boise, Idaho, it's David Rush and Jonathan Hollywood Hannon.
Boise State women have 3 official visits.
All right, here we go. Sword is sheath. Witness is ready.
Ready.
Timer's ready.
Ready.
All right, Paul, on your mark.
3, 2, 1, go.
Get more. That's good.
I think we've broken the record.
We ran out of Kiwis. All right. Start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 17, 18, 20, 21, 13, 16, 45, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67.